Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For San Francisco.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pick up there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is 3 plays.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, 49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
48-yard line.
shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look at, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A 1st and 10 here. And you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. third down. Jackson. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, 49ers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Jackson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
And 1.
On play action, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mostert. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
By the wide receiver.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
10-yard line.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
26. 56, Mike, 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike. 56 again.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense
At their own
1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
Mostert.
7.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Matt Judon there on the stop. 5 yards on the play.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Escaping the pressure right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers flushed out right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is Mostert. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Tonight's
They get